Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I've played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, it's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I've played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, it's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I've played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, it's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I've played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, it's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I've played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, it's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I've played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, it's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I've played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, it's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, Dubai were a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, Dubai were a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, Dubai were a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, Dubai were a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, Dubai were a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously, these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, Dubai's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. It's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously, these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, Dubai's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously, these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, Dubai's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great.
Check, 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 check. Check. 1, 2, 3. Check, 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 check. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 3 of Tri-Series Dubai 2023. We'll go straight to the toss for game number 1 on day number 3.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 3 of Tri-Series Dubai 2023. All to play for the 3 teams that are battling for that second spot and third spot. And the first game of today is the UAE development squad taking on the UAE side. I've got the captain of the UAE development, Nashwan Nasir, and the captain of the UAE team, Aqib Malik. Morning, gentlemen. Nashwan to flip the coin. Tails is the call. Heads it is. So Nashwan, UAE development will bowl first. Any particular reasons?
No, I think we batted first last against them. We want to have a score. I think every skin will count, so we want to be more in control of the situation. And I think we play each other day in, day out, so we know what each other likes. So we want to, execute our plans and then have a easy chase. That's the plan.
And last night's victory over Sri Lanka, that would be a big morale boost for the entire camp, given you guys are the development squad, and that is like a big tick box in the preparations that you guys must have come for this tri-series.
For sure. I think even the first game was very close, more closer than the score suggested. We were gutted not to finish across the line on that one. But we are glad that we executed our plans really well yesterday and came with a win. It was very crucial in the context of the tournament. And now we'd like to put one over the UAE team.
And any changes to your playing it?
We got one change. We got Akhil missing out and Priya Ranjan coming in.
All right, Nash, wish you all the best. Go well.
Thank you so much.
Aqib, happy to bat first?
Yeah, we would have batted first as well. We had a decent game yesterday while batting first. Just want to put some score on board and just try to defend that.
And how's the morale been? Yes, you had two close games. You picked up a skin yesterday against Australia, a big victory against Sri Lanka. What's the agenda for today and how do you see yourselves going for the two important games today?
I think so. If we just win the first game, we'll be there in the top three. But then again, it's just about winning two games and then going into the last day, with momentum. But then again, it's just game by game, skin by skin, ball by ball, and that's it. We just try to score maximum runs we can, and then try to defend it.
All right, Aqib, thank you. Wishing you all the best. Good. That's it from the toss. See you at the live action.
Game number 1 of day number 3 of this tri-series 2023 brings us the second doubleheader between Emirates Indoor UAE main team versus the development team. The first game of this tournament was between them, and that time the main squad beat the development squad by 3 skins, 60 to 55 on that first day. This is a new day. It's day number 3. And all to play for both the teams, especially the development squad. If they can get at least 2 to 3 points or even a win against the main team, that would propel their chances to qualify for the semi-final tomorrow. Now we'll go to the team sheets. Let's see the team of the development squad first. Captain Nashwan Nasir. There's one change in this lineup from yesterday. Akhil Karkera misses out and Priya Ranjan Das has come in. And the playing 8 for the Emirates Indoor UAE side, Aqib Malik, Arjun Manohar, Hariharan comes back in, and Prashant Kumara comes back in. Shijaz Backer too makes a comeback in the side. Well, it's a bright sunny day here in the Danube Sports World, day number 3 of this Tri-Series 2023. The development squad won the toss, elected to bowl first. Nashwan and the first pair of Jay and Arjun are inside, and that's a great start from Jay Joshi. Jay Joshi and Arjun Manohar picked up a skin against Australia yesterday, and they have just started from where they left off yesterday night. Superb stuff here from Jay Joshi and Arjun Manohar. I think they have been the pick of the UAE batsmen so far. Here comes Priya Ranjan, who's playing in place of Akhil Karkera today. And a wide is called, chance, and that's gone. Both on the same side. Now this is poor stuff. This is poor from Jay and Arjun. Just as I was praising the two, what a mix-up. It was a wide, it was an extra delivery. 2 runs were supposed to be scored off it. Instead, it's going to be -5. Good thinking there by Usman Munir, throwing it back to the keeper. And Karthik Tudija with a clean take. And that's the first wicket down for the main squad. Actually, development squad have nothing to lose. And for the main squad, there's everything to lose because these guys are knocking on the door to enter into the UAE main team. Here comes Priya Ranjan. Full delivery, and that's well played. That's a second good shot here. And that wicket was a wide. Why did they have to run off a misfield? There was a bad throw by the keeper. Absolutely no need to run there. And in turn they lost their wicket. But Jay Joshi has looked good. 2 good shots. Here comes Priya Ranjan. And that's well played. In swinging delivery. Priya Ranjan is known for his in-swinging deliveries. Fun fact for all the viewers, Priya Ranjan can also bowl left arm. He can bowl with both his arms. Now that is a very rare skill. That should give Arjun some confidence. 2 declared by the umpire. Now the score is moved back into positive. 1 run. Last ball of Priya Ranjan's over. Just 1 change from yesterday from the development team that played against Sri Lanka. And that is well stopped and good shot again. Jay Joshi. Well, 3 balls he has scored. Unfortunately, the run out went to Jay Joshi's name. But all the 3 balls that he has faced, he has middled them. 2 on the leg, 1 on the off. It's a great recovery. Even though they lost a wicket, they are 4 with a 4 after that first over. And it's going to be the man of the moment for the development team, Farhan Khan. He has been exquisite and exceptional in all 3 departments for the development side. Farhan Khan, number 23. It's a local derby, this one. And Sri Lanka will be observing this game very closely. They want the main team to beat the development by all the skin points. That is what the Sri Lankans will be hoping. Not only the fate of development team hangs on this game, but also Sri Lanka as well. They will be watching this game very closely. And that is a good ball, says the umpire. The umpire, the official for this game is Ben Brading from Australia. And he says 3rd ball. 3rd ball time. Jay Joshi on strike. And that is well played and well fielded by Nashwan. Saving a run there. He is one of the most agile fielders, most athletic fielders in the UAE squad, both squads of UAE combined. This is a big game. The development squad, they want to get 1 over their main team. And that is why. Great shot there by Arjun. And this is what these 2 can do. They are so consistent with their shots. And especially with those dives as well. It's very seldomly that these 2 get run out, barring that second delivery of that first over. Well, that was a mix-up. Here comes Farhan again. And that's it, straight to the back stumper. No run. Slowly and steadily, this pair has reached 7 of 1.5 overs. We are at the penultimate day of this tri-series. Australia have already qualified to the finals. And today the fight is between the 2nd, 3rd and 4th positions. For Sri Lanka's sake, they would want the main team who's batting first to win by all skins here. As we see in the points table, Australia are on 26 points and they are through to the final tomorrow. That's going to be at 5 p.m. That's 11 p.m. Australia time. UAE main team are on 13 points and 3 behind them are the development squad and 3 behind the development squad are the Sri Lankans, who will be watching this game very, very closely and hoping that the development squad pick up no points today. That is what the Sri Lankans will be hoping. But for the sake of the development team, they would want to beat this team right here and secure their qualification. So everything to play for in all our games today. There's something riding for someone in every game that is played today. And umpire says good ball. This is a good start here by Nashwan's side, and his bowlers are supporting him. Here comes Zaidi, and it's a full toss, and that's well played. How good have these two been so far? Morning, Hano. (11) after 2.3 overs, and that's a wide. This is a very consistent opening partnership. Well, I will leave that for you guys to decide whether my voice has recovered or it's worsened. Maybe I'll start sounding like Morgan Freeman by tomorrow. And that's another good shot there by Jai Joshi. 15 now. And this recovery has been completed after that mishap in the first over. 15 after, let's say, 17. Chance, and that's gone. That is superb fielding. Superb is also an understatement. Wasim Zahoor, well, he didn't have much time. Arjun is quick. Arjun can dive. But this time, neither the dive nor the athleticism of Arjun could save him. What a throw. Direct hit. More often than not brings you a wicket. And Arjun is disappointed with himself. And as I was going to say that this pair has done the recovery, I think from yesterday I'm just cursing everything. Everything I say just works in the opposite way for the others. And as I was praising this pair that they have completed their recovery, come the last ball, Wasim Zahoor. What a run out there from covers. And the score has moved down to 10 after 3 overs. At the moment, the UAE development team must be the happier of the two sides. They won the toss as well and put their main squad into bat. And they've started off well here. I think their performance yesterday against the Sri Lankans, well, that's really changed the mood in the camp here for the development team. And that all started not in the game versus Sri Lanka. Let's remember what they did against Australia. They were the first team in this tournament to get a skin point against them. And that skin of Wasim Zahoor and Farhan Khan was responsible for that. So that is what I feel. That's a great shot from Arjun. And that one skin has changed the whole mood of the camp. They came out all guns blazing against Sri Lanka. Absolutely super performance. They're winning by 3 skins and now sit pretty at 3rd position, and they want to steal a run, and they do. And this time Arjun and Jay do not have a miss up in the running. And look at that, they were so quick, and both of them, look at them diving in sync and then giving the fist pump to each other. That's what it means to them. And the score's 15 again, 3 balls to go in this pair. Still a good score as a pair. Here comes Karthik, and that is well played again. The batting from these two has been top notch. It's only their running. And mind you, they are not slow runners. Just been exceptional fielding and some bat calling. And beautifully played. Scores moved on to 19. And I can safely say that the recovery is complete with 1 ball to go. I'm just testing the curse. If the curse exists, even in the morning, the commentator's curse. The recovery has been completed. 19. 1 ball to go in the skin. And they run, direct hit, but this time they've made their ground. 21 for that first pair. Good start here by the UAE main team. And it's going to be Aqib Malik and Prem Vyas. I think by their standards, they could have made that 30. That's been eluding them. Both the mistakes came from their own hesitation. First one especially. They were both at the same end. And second one also, if you see, Arjun played a great shot and then he hesitated that slight half a second, and that was enough for Wasim Zahoor to get him out. And now it's going to Rohan Nayak. This seems to be a pattern with Nashwan. He starts Rohan Nayak almost all the games in the second pair, the first over. Is there something that he believes in? Because Rohan Nayak's jersey number is 2 as well. So he goes first in the second skin. But I'm just thinking out loud here. Anyways, it's Rohan Nayak to the captain of the UAE team, Aqib Malik. Teammates, ex-teammates at club level. They know everything about each other. They've been playing cricket for the past decade together. And first up, he's asking Aqib to drive, and drive he did straight into the hands of Farhan Khan. And that's well fielded. So they're applying pressure here right from ball 1 on the captain. Third ball time, third ball in the very first 3 balls. Here he comes, and that is driven, and easily they will change sides, and Prem Vyas will be on strike for the first time in this game. He batted well yesterday up till that last ball against Australia. They was nicely sitting on 19 runs as a pair. 18, sorry. And they gave a wicket of that last ball. Here comes Rohan Nayak to Prem Vyas, and good call there by Aqib. Sending Prem back immediately. The ball did not go as high as Prem would have wanted. And Nashwan is a fielder you do not take your chance on. Here comes Rohan Nayak. And this time off the foot, and they don't run again. This will be a second, third ball situation now in his very first over. He's been on the money so far. Rohan to Prem, and almost had Farhan collected it. Maybe there could have been a chance for a run out. Nonetheless, that's 4 after the first over. A very identical start to the first skin. The only difference in the first skin and this skin is that they lost a wicket and still recovered to make 4. And these two have got on 2 third balls and rotated the strike twice to be on 4. 25 after 5. Today, viewers, it's the penultimate day of this Tri-Series 2023. We've got 4 games. We know one of the finalists, Australia, have already qualified. And the fight for the second and third position is still on. Sri Lanka have to believe that they can come back strong. They've got 2 games and they both aren't easy. One is against the UAE main team. That's in the evening session. And at 1 p.m, they're going to be facing the world champions Australia. Well, the last time they played Australia, well, they would be wanting to forget everything about that game. 92 to minus 29. It pains me to repeat it, but they have to forget everything about that game and at least target the skins in the game that's coming up next. And that's driven and that's well played. Once says the umpire. The score's moved on to 7. Wasim to Prem, and there was a flighted delivery off the leading edge. I felt there. No run taken, no damage done there. That was a flighted delivery by Wasim. Rocks back and plays it easily, Prem Vyas. These two teams know everything about each other there is to know. They've been playing competitive cricket, franchise cricket, club cricket with each other for the past 4 to 5 years now. So this makes this game even more interesting. .30 after 6 overs, and Team UAE are doing well against the development side here. 30 in 6. They know that if they can get 70-75 runs, they have the ammunition to control this game. A lot of discussion going on here, and they finally decided that it's going to be Usman Munir, number 18 on your screens, to bowl. Umpire's calling play. Prem on strike. Usman Munir to Prem Vyas. It's the battle of the back stumpers. And that's well played. Chance and direct hit maybe, but no, Prem was fast. Prem was quick, and the dive. And he made sure he put the dive in time. 31 in 6.1 overs. So as I was saying, that was a battle of the back stumpers. Prem versus Usman. Here he comes now. Usman and Aqib, they're childhood friends, school friends now, friends outside the court, rivals inside at the moment. Full and straight to Wasim. Good start from Usman Munir here. Third ball time, third ball. And it's 2. It's touched the net. A valiant effort from Farhan Khan. He tried his best, but it's touched the net. That's the third time in this game the third ball situation has arrived for these two. And all the 3 times they've negotiated well. Here comes Usman to Prem. And chance and taken. And this is poor calling there. Poor calling from Prem. Was the one who initiated that. He hit it very hard into the hands of Farhan Khan. And Farhan Khan and Wasim Zahoor are 2 fielders. And maybe we'll add Nashwan to it. Very deadly. And you do not give them a chance. Give them a little sniff and they'll take it. Another wicket has fallen and the skin goes down to 7. And suddenly it looks like this pair is struggling. That's the problem when you're not scoring. When you have more dots. 1 wicket falls down and your score doesn't look as great as it does right now. Because they hadn't lost a wicket up till that point. But they had 3 third ball situations. And that's well played by the captain. Rocks back and hits it over the point fielder. 9 after 3 overs. Now they need at least 6 from this over. And hoping that no wicket falls down. 30 after 7. They were 30 after 6. A maiden over there coming in from Usman Munir. A maiden wicket. Viewers who just tuned in, today is the penultimate day of this Tri-Series 2023, and every game has something or the other for the rest of the other 3 teams, because Australia has already qualified to the finals. Here comes Nashwan, the captain, for the first time, and that is well played by Aqib Malik, captain to captain. And Nashwan and Akib are batting partners for their club team. So this is another great duel between two friends turned rivals inside this court. Nashwan now to Prem. And I think he's hurt his finger and he's going to take a timeout. Till the time there's a timeout, we'll also take a short one and we'll be back with live action. And we are back live here. The captain has injured his finger. I hope it's not a serious one and he's continuing to bat. Here comes Nashwan to Prem Vyas, and Prem and Akib, well, these two haven't looked that comfortable in this tournament as a pair. And that's well played. Chance this time, and this time Farhan with a wayward throw there. Didn't collect it and threw it way over the head of the back stumper. 2 added to the total again. 13 now for this pair with 3 balls to go. And that's a great shot even after that injured finger. Akib Malik there with a brilliant down up. No chance for the fielder. He could have jogged his way through there. And the recovery for this pair is now complete, I feel. 15 is good from the way they were playing. It's a great shot by Prem, and that's a 3 there. 2 says the umpire. 2 runs added to the total. 17 now. This is good stuff here from the team UAE. The captain Akib Malik and Prem Vyas. From 7 they've reached 17 in no time. Last ball of this pair. And no run. Couldn't place it perfectly. Decides against it. 17 after 4 overs for this pair. Total score is 38. Thank you so much, Mr. Tony, for your kind words. Doing our best. 38 in the quota of 8 overs. And the next pair of Shijaz Backer and Krishna Karate are in here. Krishna is having a very lukewarm kind of a tournament at the moment. I say lukewarm because he's an international player. For those who don't know, Krishna Karate has played outdoor international cricket for UAE. He's played the World Cup, guys. He has played ICC International 50 over World Cup. And that is why we expect a lot from Krishna Karate. Who's taking strike now? Farhan Khan to Krishna Karate. And that's driven, and that's what he's capable of. What a way to begin. Just as I was praising Krishna Karate and his credentials in world cricket. And he's driven that one for a 5. What a start for this pair. Krishna, now Shijaz. And played a miss there. Played a miss. That was a little wider. I think it stayed a bit low as well. Shijaz, he's just been added to the squad a few months ago. A little backstory about Shijaz Backer. Well, he was drafted in the team to go and play in the Asia Cup because of last-minute injuries into the main squad. He had a good nationals, and the selectors chose him and Suhail Qazi. And both of these two, both of them have, and there was a chance, and Priya Ranjan there from third line, missing that one. So coming back to the story, these two have impressed the most in that Asia Cup, Suhail Qazi and Shijaz Backer. And the way they played the fearless cricket. Here comes Farhan to Shijaz, and they decide to run against that. So I was saying about these two, and especially Shijaz, since he's playing this one and Qazi is setting this one out. They've grabbed the opportunity with 4 hands. I wouldn't say 2. And they have made their place in this main squad. And the selectors, they were forced. They had no choice. They couldn't even remove them with the performance that they had in the Asia Cup. And in this tri-series as well, Shijaz and Suhail again have lived up to the expectations. And they're really cementing that place in this squad. 9 after that first over, and it's going to be Rohan Nayak in the attack. He bowled a good first over, Rohan. He's been luckless so far, but can he pick up a wicket? Wicketless? He's bowling the right lens. But let's see if he can get a wicket. Rohan Nayak to Krishna Karate. Full and then chance. And I think the point fielder was a little slow there in throwing the ball back to the keeper. And Shija's backer. And I think they've reviewed this one. Nashwan has reviewed this. So for viewers now, I'm sure you're tired of me repeating this, but DRS is something that was introduced here in tournaments in UAE. Insportz being the pioneer of the decision review system here in the UAE. And that has been emulated across the centers. Well, any form of technology that helps you reduce human errors is always welcome. Next up at 1 p.m, it's going to be the World Champions Australia, who already qualified for the finals tomorrow at 5 p.m. UAE time. And that's about 11 p.m. I say Australia time. So I hope the Aussies won't be sleeping, because usually the games that Australia are playing in this tournament are at either 1 p.m, that's 7 p.m. Australia time, or they're at 8 p.m. UAE time, which is late in the night, about 2 a.m. in Australia. So let's hope all the Aussie fans will be up for the finals. And at the moment, we had the coach of Australia yesterday, Brendan. He was quite impressed with the development of the UAE, the development in the UAE cricket that he's seen over the years. He was quite impressed when we had him in the comm box yesterday. And he was hoping that it'll be a UAE-Australia final come tomorrow 5 p.m. But which of the two teams of UAE will qualify? Which one of the two? Will it be the main squad or the development team? Well, both are in the fray. Rohan Nayak, he's conceded 8 runs so far in his 10 deliveries. He's really been luckless when it comes to the wicket column. And that's a good ball again. I think the batsmen become tentative when he's bowling, and that is why he's failing to get the wickets he should be getting, because the batters are very cautious when they play Rohan. Last ball of Rohan Nayak's spell, 8 without a wicket so far. Yesterday when I said that for Adrian Laskew, he ended up taking a wicket of his last ball. But that's not going to happen, is it? No, it won't. That'll be 3. And that's the end of Rohan Nayak's spell. 11 in his 2 overs without a wicket. And Team UAE is now on 54 after 10 overs. This is a good start. So if we recap and rewind our memories to the first game of this tournament, it was the same teams playing, UAE versus UAE Development. That day UAE Development managed to score only 55, and in reply Team UAE could only manage 60. So they just won that game. And today they are ready to right that wrong here, the main squad of UAE, Team UAE, by trying to outscore what they made in that first game. They're already 54 with 6 overs to go, and they look favourites to cross that 80 mark. And it's going to be Wasim Zahoor. And he was trying to play that on the leg side, but I think the bat didn't turn, the wrist didn't move there. Hit it straight back to the bowler. And that's well played. Chance. No, it isn't. Usually Wasim Zahoor is the cover fielder, but when he has to bowl, someone else has to take his place. And that's a full toss, and hit his own teammate there. Hit his own teammate. And in the end, they decide running against it. 56 now after 10.3 overs. 18 now this skin. Here comes Wasim to Krishna, and he's played that really well. Waited for it. and just placed it for another 2. Out of the 3 pairs that have come so far, this pair has looked very comfortable because they haven't lost a wicket yet. And he goes for it. Oh, what a 7. What a shot. Shijaz Backer. Today's the only day I have forgotten to mention that whenever the ball is in the slot, Shijaz Backer never shies away from going for the big one. That is a good shot there. And that is a brilliant down up by Krishna Karate. They're complementing each other. One attacks, then one places in the gap, then the other one attacks, and then the other one rotates strike. This is superb cricket. This is counter-attacking cricket at its best. 29 after 3 overs for this pair. 67 is the total score. And I think the Sri Lankan team will be very, very happy looking at this scoreboard at the moment. From their point of view, they would want Team UAE to win this by all skins. By all means, by all skins. Let's see if the development squad can put a fight back. If not, at least get some skins from this game. Here comes Nashwan again. And that is well played, Krishna Karate. Now, this is a different Krishna we are looking at. Probably he was waiting for me to introduce him in that way. He's looked really comfortable today out of all the 3 days in this tournament. And mix up, and they've stranded. It was Shijaz who ran first, then Krishna responded, then Shijaz stopped, and then Krishna stopped. Wow, what a mix up. Just as I was praising them. They've lost a wicket, but still the skin score is very good. It's 26. Total score 64. Here comes Nashwan, and same shot, but a different result this time. Same shot, but a different result. 2 added to the total. 28 for this pair. 3 balls to go. They've done really, really well. And we've got a lot of indoor cricket happening around the world, especially after this Tri-Series. We've got the Junior World Series for the under 14, 16 and 18 going on. Then we all do follow the indoor cricket scores and page run by Mr. Ahmed Khwaja as well. And he has posted yesterday about the Trans-Tasman schedule that's come out. That's going to be happening in October as well. Looking forward to having more international series where we can get our little indoor community together once again. It is a fantastic sport, only if you know about it. I know the outdoor cricket has got glamour, but indoor cricket, well, we've got our own love for it, don't we? And I think Shijaz has sprained his leg there. Jignesh, the physio of Team UAE, is out there inside. I think Shijaz is fine. I think he's just he just slipped there, just losing his bearings, and the physio just having a check on him. But at the moment, Team UAE are in the driving seat here, 66 in 11.4 overs. And if they cross that 80 mark, I think it will be a tad bit difficult for the team UAE development to chase it down. Two balls to go. Here comes Nashwan. And that is called... They called for a run and they completed it. The fielder fumbled that ball, couldn't hold it. And that means Now the last ball of this pair, 29. Now can they cross the 30 mark? Nashwan to Shajaz. Full delivery played. Sent back by Krishna Karate. That's the end of the third skin. 16 and 13 respectively for Krishna and Shajaz in that pair. 67 is the score in 12 overs. And now Hariharan Gurumurthy and Prashanta Kumara are coming in. Prashanta Kumara. Guys, can I give you a little insight here? Till now, both the games that Team UAE have played against Australia, they haven't played Prashant Kumara yet. They don't want maybe the Aussies to study his batting, but the guy's a legend anyways, Prashant Kumara with the bat. We all know him in the local circles. And he proved himself in the World Cups that he has played for UAE, the Indoor World Cups, Prashant Kumara. And we all know in that Asia Cup against New Zealand, had that ball not gone out of the net, probably UAE would have been New Zealand Asia Cup champions. So, yeah, a matter of ifs and buts there. Here comes Zedi to Prashant Kumara and starts off with the wide. No ball there, pitched outside the line. Thank you so much for your kind words, Abhishek and Hemant, watching this live from their offices because it's a working day here in UAE. And that's a mix-up. Where was Hariharan going? There was absolutely no run there. And quick thinking from Farhan, didn't throw it at the stumps, walked it and took the bails off himself. So as I was saying, guys, it's a working day here in UAE, and thank goodness my employers have absolutely no clue about indoor cricket, which helps me to come and commentate in these games during working hours. Here comes Mohammad Zedi, and that is well played. 1 run to the total. Zedi bowled a good first over. And that's going to be a good ball, says Ben Brading, the umpire from Australia. So let me give a special mention to all the umpires, local and international, who've flown in, and also the local umpires. The umpiring in the tournament has been top-notch. And let's thank them as well. It's a thankless job because these players out there sometimes just lose it, and the umpire needs to make a decision in a wink of an eye, in a split second. He needs to make the right call, and most often than not these umpires have got it right in this tournament. Mohammad Arif, Nitesh Shetty, Shane Rourke and Ben Brading, all these 4 gentlemen have officiated it to the best of their abilities, and we can not thank them enough. Heyman says 20 more to the total. Ideally, yes, 20 more to the total and they would be safe. Anything above, I think anything above 80, and they will have the development team struggling to get that. .69 now after 13 overs. We've got 18 balls to play in this first innings. And it's going to be number 18, Usman Munir. To Hariharan Gurumurthy, number 99. And that is well played. They started off well, the development side, in that first 2-3 overs. And suddenly they look a bit jaded. And that's another wicket, and Farhan Khan. Farhan Khan has been that bright spot in this development team, especially Farhan and Wasim Zahoor. I'd like to single out these two because viewers, you're following this tournament with me on YouTube. And what do you guys have to say about Farhan Khan? He's been really exceptional, along with Wasim. Comes Usman, and that's well played. Soft hands by Prashant Kumara. Calling has been a little weird by Hariharan today. Twice he's mixed up. And twice they've lost a wicket because of that. Comes Usman on the leg and off the back net, straight in the hands of Rohan Nayak there. So a good start in this pair for Team UAE development. 2 balls to go in Usman's spell. He's bowled a great spell so far. 2 wickets for -1, but what a shot by Hariharan. Now that's the class of the man. Driven perfectly into the gap. No chance there for a 5. A pressure releasing shot in the context of the skin. 73 now, and the skin scores moved on to 6. 1 ball remaining in the 14th over. And that's full, and that's it, and that's well stopped by Nashwan. But still 3 runs added to the total even after losing 2 wickets. This skin is on 9 runs after 2 overs. So this is good stuff here from Team UAE. Let's say they've built on each day. Day 1, they were struggling to make 56 against their own development team. Could manage only 60. And then they have moved on in the tournament. Like, they lost to Australia by all 4 skins. But they showed glimpses of what they could do by restricting Australia to 64. Which is no mean feat. Then came yesterday's day. They beat the Sri Lankan team by 3 skins. Then went on to get a skin against Australia, the world champions. They bowled well. The score, and what a shot by Prashant Kumara. That's what he can do. 7. He absolutely clobbered that. What a shot from Prashant Kumara. And yesterday they took a skin against the world champions. So they're improving day by day. The scoreline doesn't suggest that, because it was 104. And it was especially because of the last skin of Matthew Floros and Adrian Lescue there. They batted superbly. And today also they've done well, Team UAE. They're on 83 now. So they're on the upward curve. If you're a coach, you'll be a happy man. But can they think of the impossible? I know we all like to dream. But what if they could play one of their best games, qualify for the finals, and give us a great spectacle tomorrow versus Australia? But Sri Lanka are still in the mix. Nothing is certain as of now. Oh, who's going to play the finals tomorrow? Because there'll be a semi-final before that. And teams that finish 2nd and 3rd will be going against each other tomorrow at 11 a.m. I think. 11 a.m. for the semi-final. After 15 overs, Team UAE are on 87 and this skin is on 20. Now the highest score in this tournament is 104, posted by Australia yesterday. I think they're 17 runs behind here. That will not be breached, but I think anything above in excess of 90, and Tharindu Mendes, the coach of Team UAE, will be very, very happy with that performance, and also the captain Akib. 6 balls to go. And that was in the air. That was in the air for a while. 5 balls to go, and that was an over-animated Karthik Dudeja there. And that has been slapped by Prashanta Kumara. He's been kept under wraps. Hasn't played a single game against Australia yet. So has Hariharan Gurumurthy. They scored 36 against Sri Lanka yesterday. They're already on 24 despite giving 2 wickets today. 3 balls to go. And that is well bowled there by Karthik. 2 balls remaining. 91 is the total score. 24 for this pair. Now, can we expect a big hit here just for neutral's sake? Can Kumara entertain us with a big shot? And he does! What a shot! That has been slapped with some disdain. Prashanta Kumara take a bow, sir. What a shot! I could have asked for anything but that. But I asked for a 7 and I got a 7. Thank you, Prashanta Kumara. Last ball. And no is called and not out, says Ben Brading, and they will review this. What a shot that was from Prashanta Kumara. If we could get it on the highlights for you if possible. That was slapped. That 7, well, that came out of meat of the bat and had absolutely no chance for Usman Muni, the back stumper. The decision has been reviewed for run out, and let's see, will it get overturned or not? Not out. The decision stands. The review is lost. That means Team UAE have ended up on 98. When Team Development come back in the second innings, they will need 99 to win. And I'll be taking just a short break. And we'll be back with the chase.
Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making that next step. And obviously, these guys are a little bit better than the juniors that I played against. It's good to get a win on the board and get around the boys, which was nice. First game, obviously, and a bit of nerves to start with, but once we're out there, it was all sweet. Hot. Tell you now, Dubai's a lot hotter than anywhere else I've been in the world. So a lot of sweat, but really nice facilities. There's aircon in here, really great catering. We've been looked after really well. The hotel's really nice. So we've really been enjoying it. Obviously, the promotion for the game as well has been great. So it's been a big difference from some of the other tournaments we've been to, and I think it's a step in the right direction for cricket. Actually, it's obviously a big step up from the national level coming into national cricket, but at the end of the day, it's all the same sport. So having that experience of playing against teams, well, I think I played against EIUAE before in 22s and 2017. So it's not anything different for me. It's just making.
And we're back live. For the chase, 98 is what Team UAE made against their own development squad. But what the development team will be looking forward to is at least winning 2 skins. They're 3 points ahead of Sri Lanka. And even if they get 2 skins from this game, that would make things a lot difficult for Sri Lanka in their 2 games. So everything to play for here. Shijaz backer to Karthik Dudeja, and he's driven it. Chance! And Prem with a fumble there. And Prem Vyas there. There was a casual effort there from Prem, I felt. Maybe not warmed up yet. That should have been a run out. They were both stranded in the middle of the pitch there. Nonetheless, it's a welcome boundary for the team development, and it's a good shot by Nashwan. 9 now in the first 3 balls. They have started well here, team development. They know a lot rides on this game as well, because their last game in this tournament will be against Australia. And he goes for it, a 7. What a shot, Karthik Dudeja. Where did that come from? Team development are not ready to throw in the towel just yet. They have come out of the blocks. 16 of the first 4 deliveries. Well, if the target was 99 before this, it's just come down to 89. And only 4 balls to deduct from that. Make it 5 now. 16 of the first 5 balls. And what intent shown by the captain and vice captain of team development, Karthik Dudeja and Nashwan Nasir. Oh, what a good shot, Nashwan again, leading from the front here. That's 18. That is 18 in that very first over. The first skin is of 21. And they have hit 18 in the first 6 balls. They got 18 more balls to go. They can reduce the deficit by almost 30-35% if they can build on from here on in. 18 balls left, another 18 from them, 36. Well, that's 33% of the target done. Well, let's see what happens from here on in. And it's going to be Krishna Karate. Well, he looked good with the bat today. Now, can he follow it up with the ball? Krishna Karate to Nashwan Nasir. That's on the legs and back net chance. No. Nashwan is pretty quick. Single added to the total. Karate to Karthik Dudeja. Well, that was quite a good shot from Karthik first up, for a 7. Surprised the fielding side. 21 has been reached. The first skin of Team UAE was 21. They're already on 21. And we're just in the 9th ball of this skin. We've got 15 more balls to go. This is good stuff here from Team UAE Development. And that is well played again. Nashwan rocks back and plays that shot so well above the head of the fielder. Another 2 added to the total. That's 23 now in 10 deliveries. This is a start. This is the kind of start you need when you're chasing 99. And good call there. Good loud call from Nashwan. Jay Joshi was quick at point to release it to the keeper. 1 ball remaining in the second over. Krishna has conceded 5 runs so far. And that is well played. Shot and was wanting and waiting to be punished. And Karthik obliges. That's 25 in 2 overs. What a start. What a start by Team UAE Development here. And I think Team UAE have been taken by surprise here. They weren't expecting this counter-attack. And that is why Aqib Malik has gone to one of his ace bowlers, Prashanta Kumara. Usually we don't see Prashant Kumara in the first skin in most games. He's the go-to bowler. And he comes on when the team needs him. And the team need him. Because of the start by Karthik Dudeja and Nashwan Nasir. Kumara to Karthik. What a start by Karthik Dudeja. Now he seems in the zone. Yes, Hemant. KD looks in his zone. 27 now. The score has moved to 27. What a shot again, Nashwan. As I've reiterated many times in this series, indoor cricket is a game of pairs. Is a complete teamwork. Now the confidence that they will instill in this chase will percolate down to other skins as well. And they will, when they come into bat, will come with the same level of confidence that these two are batting with in the middle. And what a good loud call there. The ball had gone in the air. Had ample of time to complete the run. Good call there. 30 now in 2.4 overs. This is a great start. And I'm damn sure that the next pairs that are coming in are observing the body language of these two who are in the middle. The way they have been toying with this Team UAE bowling attack at the moment. 32 now in 2.5 overs. This is a dream start. Full and hit straight back to the bowler. 7 conceded in that Prashant Kumara's over. 3 overs have been bowled. No wicket has fallen yet. And the score is 32. 67 runs needed of the remaining 13 overs. This is superb stuff here. Well, if I was Sri Lanka at the moment, I would be wanting wickets to tumble and fast. And it's going to be Prem Vyas, number 29, who's going to bowl the last over of this first skin. What a start. What a start from UAE development team here. 32 in 3 overs. And that is a good ball to begin with from Prem Vyas. Arjun is trying to rally the boys here. He is the engine of this Team UAE. Now let's see, will they respond here? Prem to Nashwan. And it's straight chance and fumble. It's not been Prem's day. It has not been Prem Vyas's day right from that ball one when Nashwan drove it for a boundary. It's not been Prem's Day in the field so far. That was a chance. 33 now, 4 balls remaining. Full and inside edge there. .33 in just 3.3 overs. What a start in the chase here of 99. Here comes Prem Vyas. Full hit, straight chance. No, they don't run. Third ball. Seldomly that I've used this word third ball time in this first pair today. First time it's a third ball situation here. 2 balls to go. Here comes Prem to Kartik Dudeja. It's wide, he misses. And that's out. That is poor. Third ball and it wasn't wide, says Ben Brading. The batsman asked for a wide and I think Kartik has pulled his hamstring here. And he is hurt. But what a great thinking there from the bowler, Prem Vyas. He's not having a good day in the field. But with that third ball, he was spot on. He bowled it wide. And we'll be taking a short break here. The physio is inside there to treat the injury and we'll be right back after a short break. And Kartik Dudeja has injured himself in that process. I think he's pulled his hamstring and will play no further part. But there's only 1 ball remaining in this skin and they've asked Rohan Nayak to come in because he was slated to come in next. to come and finish this innings off. And a good delivery to end the over. 28 is what they've managed. They've taken the first point here. Team development 28, barring that wicket of the third ball. And in process, injuring their vice captain Karthik Jadeja. I think that's the end of his tournament here today, because that looked bad. He has limped off the court. And our wishes are with Karthik. He played really well today with Nashwan Nasir. Compliment to his captain. Captain leading from the front here. 14 each from both of them in that first skin of 28. And the second pair of Rohan Nayak and Mohammad Zaidi are in. And their duty is to get that 18 first. 2 points. That would mean they're 5 points ahead of Sri Lanka. And it's going to be Krishna Karate to bowl. And that's a no ball for height. No ball for height given by umpire Ben Brading. So they need another 68 runs to win here. 68 of the remaining. Shot and hit his partner. Hit his partner on the hand. Indoor cricket is a very, very difficult format, guys. You need to be fit. Injuries are a part of this game. Body needs to be warmed up. You need fast reflexes. You can injure any part of your body at any time in this format. It's so gruesome, this format. And off the legs, and that'll be a single. Right now, if you see that injury to Karthik, he was just going to play a drive since the ball was a little wide. And he just stretched his back leg. And that was it. Snapped, I think. And he was in pain, and he has walked out off the court. The message from the development camp is simple. Get this second skin. Let's get 5 points ahead of Sri Lanka, and then we'll see how to take it forward. Let's make sure that tomorrow's semi-final is between UAE versus UAE development. But for Sri Lanka's sake, they would now be wanting Team UAE to win this by all the next 3 skins here. Deny the development squad any more points in this game, so that when they come to play at 1 PM against Australia, they will be having hopes. And then their last game in the evening will be against Team UAE, and hoping that they can beat Team UAE, who might be rotating their players for the game tomorrow. So all to still play for. It's like a puzzle with team selection, points on the table, position on the table, except Australia. Well, they can enjoy their day today. Probably practice for tomorrow's final, because they're already in it. And for the Australian viewers who are tuned in and watching this, that final takes place at the Insportz Arena at 5 PM. 5 PM local time. I think we're plus 6 hours ahead. So 11 PM Australia time. And let's hope it's a cracker. Inside edge, and no run taken, dot ball. And again off the back net, and slight hesitation there. In the end, no run. Third ball, says the official Ben Brading. Third ball, Aqib Malik to Rohan Nayak. And it's a good ball. Third ball, it's gone. It was third ball. It was third ball. Rohan Nayak did not even run for it, thinking it was a wide. It was a good ball. He thought it was a wide. He didn't move a leg. The non-striker ran, and good collection there from Prashad Kumar and directly hitting the stumps there. And a wicket has fallen. And just as the Sri Lankan team have entered the arena here, a wicket has fallen, much to their liking. And that's 2 runs given there. Now, will they review it? Will they review it? No, they're not going to. And he reviews it. After a lot of deliberation, he has reviewed this decision. I think they want to win this by all skins here, Team UAE. Otherwise, they want to secure their place in tomorrow's semi-final. Not out, says the umpire. The officials have got it spot on yet again. 1 ball remaining in Aqib's first over. And there's still 1 ball to go. He thought he has completed his over. Aqib Malik to Mohammad Zaidi. He thought he had finished his over there. Oh, that is well played. Scores down to 4 now. They need 14 runs of the remaining 12 balls. They need this point, team development. That will give hope to Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka want Team UAE to win this by the next 3 skins now. Ideally, they wanted them to win by all 4. But they'll take the 3-skin win for Team UAE. Are the Sri Lankans. They're in the next court here. They've arrived here for their 1 p.m. clash versus the world champions Australia. And they would want to put up a better show. And it's going to be Hariharan Gurumurthy. Hariharan Gurumurthy on strike. Sorry, the bowler, and Zaidi on strike, and he starts off with a wicket. Hariharan to Zaidi, and this time Zaidi plays it really well. Team development are cheering their batters on from outside. They know how important this 1 point can be. What a shot by Rohan Nayak for a 3-net. Brilliant batting here. What a top-notch shot from a top-notch player in a pressure situation here. And look at the focus of these batters here. They know how important this 1 point could be in their future in this tournament. They could really dash the hopes of the Sri Lankans here if they can get this skin point. And the Australians have arrived in the arena for their 1 p.m. game against Sri Lanka. They look upbeat. They're in the finals already. They know it. Probably could have gone for a desert safari again today. But because of the format of the tournament, They have to play their 2 games, remaining games today. Third ball time now. Third ball. This is a good comeback by Hariharan. Last ball remaining. And chance, and a wayward throw by Krishna Karate. That was an opportunity there. Nonetheless, a single has been added to the score. 12 runs after 3 overs. 6 runs are needed. 6 more runs are needed for that crucial point for Team UAE development. Six runs is what team development need. It's imperative that they get this 6 runs. They can dash Sri Lanka's hopes. They'll be 5 points ahead of Sri Lanka then, and Sri Lanka would need nothing but a win in one of their 2 games, and both against quality oppositions. And it's going to be Prem Vyas, who's been entrusted with the duty to protect this. And that's well played. Good shot there by Zaidi. Everything to play for here today. None of the games today are dead rubbers, because each game has someone's fate resting on it. Off the leg there, says the umpire. Now they need 4 runs of 4 balls. Can team development get this skin? Here comes Prem again this time, and well played by Rohan Nayak again. This is where experience counts. Two runs needed of 3 balls here. Can Prem stop his own development team from getting this skin? And at the moment, no, he can't. 2, says the umpire. They won this skin. They have won this skin at the moment. But now, will they play positive cricket? Will they play positive cricket, or will he defend this skin out now with 2 balls to go? Let's see what is the approach of Team UAE development here. Oh, play and a miss. Play and a miss. See, that is what you get for being too cautious. You should not stop playing your game. It's got you so far, and suddenly some tentativeness here. Last ball now, he needs to see this one out. That'll be 2 crucial points for Team UAE development in the context of the points table. Yes, that's what he does. 2 points taken. 46, they're halfway there. Almost halfway there. 52 to win. 52 to win, I guess, more. 53. 53 in the next 8 overs. And it's going to be Farhan Khan and Wasim Zahoor. The pair that took 1 point against the champions yesterday. The pair that started the momentum in the favor of Team UAE development and their resurgence in the points table. And it's going to be the duty of Wasim Zahoor and Farhan Khan to go after this bowling now. 53 of 48 balls. Comes Shijaz backer. And starts off well. He bowled a very expensive first over. Shijaz conceded 18 runs in that over. He was taken to the cleaners by Nashwan Nasir, and Poor call there. Poor call there. There wasn't a run there. Wasim forcing a run there. Forcing a call where there wasn't a run. And a wicket has fallen now. The Australian and the Sri Lankan team have arrived. They're practicing in the net next to the court next to us. That game is coming up next at 1 p.m. UAE time. Good shot by Wasim. 3 runs added to the total. Some recovery there. -2 now. 4 balls. Shijaz backer 2 4. That's a wide ball. These two have been very impressive for Team UAE. Umpire says good ball. Last ball of that first over. And this time umpire says white ball. Quite expensive. And for the first time in the game now, it's got to be Jay Joshi, the spinner, into the attack. We'll try to fix that. We'll try to get it checked. The voice. And it's got to be Jay Joshi to Wasim Zahoor. And that was a good delivery there. Jay has this tendency to tempt the batsman into playing shots. He is a wily customer, is Jay Joshi. And he bowls that faster, straighter one when he wants to. Here comes Jay Joshi again. Again he flights it, goes for it. And at the second attempt, Prem Vyas latches onto that one. A good catch by Prem. Well, he made that difficult catch into a tough one, but he held on to it. Wasim Zahoor there playing attacking cricket, and I can understand why. The message I think from the camp is clear. Let's try and go to chase this score down. Let's try and win this skin. The skin score is 29, they need 30 and they will have to attack. And this time he resorts to playing it off the back net. 1 run, says the umpire. I think that ball was there to be hit. Just that it didn't connect. It didn't get the elevation. He connected it but didn't get the elevation on the shot. And suddenly these two players are playing out of character because they need 30 in this pair. And 2 wickets that have fallen have not helped their cause. And suddenly they're playing shots that they usually wouldn't play. Goes for it and another wicket has fallen. I'll appreciate this pair because they are showing intent. The result might not be in their favor, but they want to back themselves and they're showing intent. They want to go after the bowling and see if they can get away with it. But at the moment, they're not getting away with it. So that's the problem with high-risk strategies. High risks have higher returns, but they also have the highest downfall. Over. 2 wickets in that over from Jay Joshi. -7 for 2. And as I said before he started to bowl, he's got this tendency that he tempts the batsman to go for, to make them go after him. And in turn, he picks up wickets. I think the writing's on the wall. Team UAE will win this game, will cement their position in that semi-final tomorrow. But it's still not clear mathematically who will join them. And it's going to be Arjun Manohar now into the attack, number 24. Because after this game, the way it's looking, that Team UAE may probably win this one by 2 skins. And that would mean Sri Lanka will need 6 points today. 6 points at least from their 2 games. One is against the world champions Australia, and the other one against Team UAE. That is one Herculean task to get 6 points from their team. It's not impossible. And he goes for it this time. 3-net, and that direct hit, and he would have been out. Direct hit, and it would have been out. Arjun now to Farhan Khan. And he goes for it this time, and it's a boundary. Four, says the umpire. And the skins goes back into positives. Now 9 balls remaining in the skin. Let's see how far can this go. Full delivery, goes for it again, and not his day. Now that is a poor shot. Even if they're showing intent, but that just wasn't a good shot. And another wicket has fallen. And now these two should stop going for these big ones and start applying themselves again. Use this as practice for the evening game against the world champions. And a happy Arjun Manohar there, picking up a wicket. Here, 2 balls remaining. Here he comes again. One ball to go. Last ball of the 11th over. Arjun, and that is well played by Wasim Zahoor. Now these are the shots that he should be playing. That's the end of the over. -1 after 3 overs this pair. Total score is 45. And it's going to be Jai Joshi again. And he's going to trying to tempt them to hit again. We are going to be going for the toss very soon. For the next game on the agenda at 1 PM, it's going to be Sri Lanka versus Australia. Both are warming up in the courts next to us. Here comes Jai Joshi. Flighted delivery, goes for it. Chance! And the bowler has dropped it off his own bowling, and he is disappointed. He is very, very disappointed with that. He had done all the hard work. He followed the trajectory of the ball so well. And when the time came to grab it, he spilled it. And that's a faster one there from Jai Joshi. 4 balls remaining in this pair. He goes for it again, and this time it's going to be a boundary. This was a better shot by Farhan Khan. They're eating away at the deficit. Had those wickets not fallen, maybe this could have been a different story. 3 balls to go. And back net, and there'll be just one run. What a wayward throw there. Not at all what is expected from Aqib Malik. He knows he can do better there. 2 balls remaining. Skin score is 8. And that's driven straight to Shijaz, and no run taken. 1 ball remaining. 1 ball remaining. 1 ball remaining in this pair. Jay Joshi, he's bowled well, 2 for 2 so far. Last ball. Now will Farhan step out and go after him? Or will he bowl a faster one? He steps out, chance, and that's gone. Brilliant fielding by Shijaz Backer. Backed himself there and hit the stumps there. This skin has come out on 3, promised a lot but could not deliver. And it's going to be Priya Ranjan and Usman Munir now coming into bat. And we're back live here, and a good shot there from Priya Ranjan. That will give him some confidence. He didn't have a great game against the world champions Australia. Here comes Hariharan to Usman Munir. This skin is of 31. They need 32 if they want to win this skin. Balls. Well, I think that's not happening. But at least they can play for a spot in the top 8 of the development squad. All players that ever play should never forget that there are other players sitting outside waiting to take their spot. And whenever an opportunity is presented to you, you should take it with both hands. And that's what Priya Ranjan and Usman Munir should be doing here. They should bat well. And the scorecard is not updated yet. We'll ask the organizers to check that one out. The score is 53 at the moment. 6 runs for this pair.
Refresh करके देख. उमर. Oh yeah. Omkar.
Started off well. 6 of the first 5 deliveries. We'll check the microphone out as well. We are plugging and unplugging the microphone once again. Please let us know if that has been sorted out. And it's going to be the captain Aqib Malik in the attack once again. Aqib Malik to Priya Ranjan. And it's third ball time. Third ball time. Aqib Malik to Priya Ranjan. Oh, that's well played by Priya Ranjan there. And they have taken 2. Score moves on to 8. Total score is 57. And these 2 are batting well. Here comes Aqib Malik to his old school friend Usman Munir. Their buddies off court. They've been playing cricket since childhood. And now they're up against rivals inside the court. Here comes Aqib to Priya Ranjan Das. And that is well bowled. Hurried onto him. And Priya could only fend it off to the fielder on the leg side. 2 balls to go in his spell. And he's conceded 3 runs so far, taking a wicket. Here he comes again. And that is well played by Priya. He's looked impressive. 11 now the skin scores. Total score is 60. And it's a good call here. Good early call here from Usman. And it shows that he is batting to prove to their captain and coach. Because it's a squad of 12 come the semi-final tomorrow. Most selections in indoor cricket are always based on form, never on names. Well, sometimes they do in franchise cricket, but especially not in international cricket. I was having a word with the coach off camera, and he said the form of the player is very important in a tournament. And at the moment, these development, the skin would want to show to their management that they are here to stay. Usman, Munir and Priya Ranjan. They're on 12 runs after 2 overs. And it's going to be Prashant Kumara, number 25. And there was a good loud early call by Usman, and Priya there hesitated a bit, but in the end makes his ground. That's 2 runs added to the total. These two are really batting well here. Prashant Kumara now to Priya Ranjan. And that is gone. Clean bowled. What a delivery from Prashant Kumara. He was trying to hit that cross batted shot there. Missed it completely. Absolutely superb stuff here from Prashant Kumara. And he's got the wicket of Priya Ranjan there. Where was he trying to hit that one? Clean bowled. And another good delivery, and he has brought Priya Ranjan down to his knees here. Prashant Kumar. Fast, full and furious. And good comeback by Priya Ranjan there. Now that should give him some confidence. First getting out bowled, then bringing him down to his knees. And this time he gets up, fights back. And a good shot over the head of the cover fielder there. Two balls to go in this over. It's been an eventful over so far. And that's well played by Usman. He's looked better of the two so far in this spare. Priya also has batted where he got bowled. These two have batted really well. 13 now after 3 overs. We've got 1 over remaining, and it's all but certain that Team UAE have won this game by 2 skins. We are going to be taking a short break, and we will be back now live for the second game, because we will be going for the toss of Sri Lanka versus Australia. So you might have to go. So you might have to bear with this over without commentary. We will try to go in as deep as we can into this game with just 6 balls remaining, because the toss is imminent and the captains, I can see, are walking towards for the toss. Arjun Manohar there with a good ball. Now can he finish this over before the captains reach for the toss? They won't, and we will be going off air now to cover the toss for the second game, and we will be back live in a few moments. Thank you guys. It was a pleasure bringing this first game to you. Join me for the second game.